As the cloud euphoria has passed and things are maturing, lot of businesses and people are questioning the value of cloud to the business. So much so that I have heard some people talking about going back to the on-prem or reverse cloud migration. Instead of dismissing it as a fallacy or a silly notion, I think we should discuss it. We should really discuss that if cloud is adding any value to the business, and if not, how you can make cloud to add value to your business. Because at the end of the day, it's all about business, and if cloud is not adding value, then there is no point in having it. In the early days of my career, the success of many IT projects were measured by delivering on time, within budget, and with sufficiently good quality. Sufficient meant different things in different organizations, but mostly it was all about smoothness of delivery of the project. Working software was a primary measure of progress, and that was difficult, but that was achievable, and that was enough for everyone. Now, things have changed a lot. IT has solved the issues of working software long time ago, and in many cases, many companies, especially the online ones, are capable of measuring the outcomes and business value of their IT initiatives. So this knowledge is used to strategically and tactically design the products, roadmaps, and deliver accordingly. The primary measure of progress for an IT initiative and organization is the business value it delivers, whether you are on cloud or not. How do you measure if cloud is adding business value? With business key performance indicators or KPIs supported by customer anecdotes and not with the number of features you release. So many organizations determining the value of their IT initiatives is not really easy. But you can use these 4 point guideline to make to ascertain that if your cloud is adding any value. And if not, you can also use guideline to make sure it is doing so. First and foremost, whether you are on the cloud or you are on-prem, make sure that business and IT go hand in hand. And in the case of cloud, the cloud team and the business product teams should be working together. They are not adversaries. They and IT or cloud is not an external service provider. Cloud is not some distant thing in and up the sky. So it shouldn't be distant from business and customers. Sometimes IT organizations reinforce this distance perception by behaving like external service providers. w- we need to bridge that gap. We need to make sure that cloud is working as closely as possible with the business, enabling them and empowering them. So you need to change this perception, and you need to make sure to introduce cross-functional teams and departments that contain all the roles needed to satisfy customer needs. Give these teams shared values, principles, and objectives. Finally, reconsider your outsourcing strategy and in-source business relevance. Applications determined by business value and frequency of change. Secondly, KPIs are still a thing. Key performance indicators were relevant yesterday and they are still relevant today. KPIs make customer behavior and feedback tangible. Whenever you want to build something for your customer, ask yourself, what does good look like in the cloud? How do we know that it is really good? Which KPI need to change in the right direction? Define these before you even start thinking about a solution in the cloud. Such KPIs could be strategic North Star for all your organization's effort. Then analytics are very important for any business, I believe, and especially as we have moved to the cloud. The backbone of this approach is making analytics capabilities available to everyone in your combined IT business product development organization. Try to generate the right question and answer from your current analytics infrastructure. Then use this experience to adapt the infrastructure in an evolutionary way. Only start a project that builds a new revolutionary infrastructure if you have the fundamental structure problem. invest in your people too. Your team should have basic statistical knowledge that exceeds averages and sums, including percentiles, distribution, cohorts, and medians. The ability to read, analyze, and visualize data correctly is very important, as is advanced knowledge of spreadsheets and available business intelligence tools. Organizations often purchase great tooling but just use a fraction of their functions. I'm a big fan of A B testing. It is really hard to know if a change, feature, or service makes a difference to your customers. And when I say customers, it could be your internal product teams, business teams, or your external customers. Many things influence your KPIs, weather, season, assortment, lot of things. One of the best and most feasible approaches I have discovered in my career is A/B testing in all variants. A/B testing is a methodology in which you present different versions of a piece of software to your users at the same time. Each user sees only one version of the feature during the experiment. This creates two groups you can compare well regarding the relevant key figures. For example, does a change in product search on an e-commerce site lead to more or fewer sales? A/B testing allows direct comparison between features. Invest in your A/B testing capabilities from technical, cultural, and process perspectives. If you can measure the success of your IT projects and releases, the next step is to use small, isolated, and measurable experiments and releases to drive your roadmap prioritization. So I hope this gives you the ammunition to make sure that if your cloud is adding value to your business, and if not, you can follow these guidelines. If you have any feedback, please put them in the comment section. Thank you.